Society taught you that eating alone means you're broken. They lied, because there's a kind of confidence most people will never understand, and it begins at a table for one. You see, we're raised to believe that being alone is a problem to be fixed, that solitude equals rejection, that if no one's sitting across from you, something must be wrong with you. But here's the truth. People who choose to eat alone aren't lonely. They've simply stopped needing the noise to feel full. This is the psychology of those rare individuals who've found peace in their own company, and why that peace says more about strength than solitude ever could. Part 1. Freedom from social pressure. Imagine this. It's Friday night. Your friends are at a crowded bar, laughter echoing over loud music and flashing lights. You're at a small corner cafe, a bowl of soup steaming in front of you, your favorite book open beside it. Your phone buzzes. Why aren't you out? You smile, turn it face down, and take another quiet sip. Because you've learned something powerful, their discomfort with your choice isn't your responsibility. Most people spend their lives chasing belonging, molding themselves into whatever shape fits the table. But people who eat alone by choice? They've stopped performing. They don't need validation through the company. They've detached from the pressure to appear social, popular, or busy. It's not that they dislike people. It's that they understand connection doesn't need an audience. The world runs on appearances, but peace begins when you stop apologizing for your own rhythm. And so, that quiet corner seat isn't isolation, it's liberation. It's a rejection of the unwritten rule that you must always be surrounded to be seen. Part 2. Comfort with authenticity. When you're with others, you edit yourself, just a little. You adjust your tone, filter your words, smile when you're supposed to. But when you're alone, there's no performance. Eating alone becomes a mirror, a test of how comfortable you are in your own presence. Picture this. You sit at a restaurant table for two, alone. The waiter hesitates before asking, "Just one today?" You nod. A subtle pause follows, that unspoken assumption that being alone equals being left out. But you know better. You've learned that solitude doesn't mean rejection. It means authenticity. People who choose to eat alone don't see themselves through others' eyes anymore. They've made peace with the parts of themselves that once needed approval. It's not easy. At first, the silence feels heavy, like you should be filling it with conversation. But over time, that silence transforms into something sacred. You start to notice the details, the sound of the spoon, the warmth of the food, your own breathing slowing down. You begin to exist fully in the moment, without needing anyone to witness it. Part 3. Emotional self-sufficiency. There's a difference between being independent and being emotionally self-sufficient. The first is about doing things alone. The second is about feeling okay when you do. When you eat alone by choice, you're not avoiding people, you're mastering emotional regulation. You've learned that your happiness doesn't depend on who sits next to you. Think of the last time you ate in silence. Maybe it was in your car, parked under a tree. No music, no scrolling, just quiet. You didn't feel awkward, you felt anchored. That's what emotional self-sufficiency feels like, not needing external noise to validate your worth. And ironically, people who are emotionally stable like this often become more magnetic because they radiate calm in a world addicted to attention. You stop clinging. You stop explaining. You stop chasing the people who can't meet you halfway. You eat alone, not because no one invited you, but because your peace did. Part 4. The depth of observation. People who spend time alone often develop a subtle gift. They see things others miss. When you're not busy filling silence with talk, you start to notice the tension in a stranger's smile, the rhythm of footsteps passing by, and the small kindness of a waiter who remembers your order. It's not loneliness, it's presence. Alone, your senses sharpen. You begin to read the world differently, not through the noise of social filters, but through genuine observation. You realize how overstimulated most people are, constantly reacting, constantly talking, constantly trying to be heard. But when you sit quietly at that table, you hear the truth. Most people drown out. You see how peace feels. You understand why stillness scares people, because it reveals everything they've been running from. This ability to sit alone and notice is emotional intelligence in motion. It's empathy, grounded in awareness, not approval. It's how self-understanding begins, one quiet meal at a time. Part 5. Reclaiming solitude as strength. If you've ever eaten alone and felt that mix of calm and sadness, you're not strange. You're human. But here's the thing most people never realize. Solitude isn't the opposite of connection. It's the foundation of it. When you can be fully present with yourself, you connect more authentically with others. Because you're no longer needing them to fill a void. You're choosing them from fullness, not fear. That's what makes people who eat alone by choice different. They don't chase energy, they conserve it. They don't seek company to escape themselves, they seek it to share something real. So when someone says, "I could never do that," what they really mean is, "I haven't learned to feel safe in my own presence yet." And that's okay, because learning to be alone is one of the rarest emotional skills there is. Part 6. The quiet power of self-trust. When you choose solitude, you're not just avoiding chaos, you're teaching your nervous system safety. You learn that you can trust yourself to handle quiet, to face the thoughts that come when the noise fades. In that stillness, you rebuild something people spend their whole lives searching for: self-trust. It shows up in small ways. You no longer over-explain why you don't go out. You no longer force laughter at things that don't amuse you. You no longer chase attention because you've remembered how to belong to yourself. This kind of peace doesn't come from escape. It comes from integration, from sitting with who you are and realizing you're not missing anything. You eat alone, not to isolate, but to reconnect with the part of you that was once buried under expectation. So maybe you're not really antisocial. Maybe you're just healed enough to enjoy your own company. Because here's the quiet truth. People who eat alone by choice aren't lonely. They're free. They've tasted what most people never do, a peace that doesn't need permission. Society tells you that you should fill every seat. But the ones who sit alone, calmly, intentionally, without apology, are the ones who've learned the secret language of emotional maturity. It says, "I am enough, even in silence. I am full, even without company. And I am at peace, even when the world misunderstands me." Because sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is to sit at that table for one and truly enjoy the meal. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It helps more people like you find content that reminds them they're not alone in their independence. And I'd love to know, do you enjoy spending time by yourself, or is it something you're still learning to be comfortable with? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might help someone else feel understood. Until next time, take care of your peace, and remember, your own company is never something to apologize for.